Okay, I want to talk about a real hidden gem. I don't see a lot of people talking about this game, but I think this game is really, really cool. It's an indie game called Coridden. Coridden. I've heard people pronounce it Coridden, but it's clearly
Coridden.
Coridden. Clearly a take on the fact that you can play in co-op and ride each other. I'll get to that.
A real hidden gem.
Hidden gem. This is a top-down isometric action RPG where the central hook is you have melee attack, ranged attack, but also you can transform into an animal. And you defeat animals to steal their DNA to be able to transform into them. Super cool, super fun. You can transform into them anytime you want. You have a stamina bar that is used up whenever you do any kind of attack, ranged attack or melee attack. But you have different stamina bars for your monster form and your creature form and your human form. So it makes it so that you're in these fights and you'll be swapping back and forth. You'll be attack, tack, 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 tack. Oh, my stamina's done. Swap into my human form. Attack, tack, 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 tack. Oh, my stamina's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That, ladies and gentlemen, is super fun in this game. I really enjoy the combat, but that's not even the coolest part. The coolest part is that it is an action RPG in the spirit of a Diablo. It doesn't feel like a Diablo. I think this game has a look and feel that really isn't like anything else. And that's really hard to do these days. It really has its own identity. But definitely the closest comparison would be a Diablo or a Path of Exile. And so you are getting lots of loot. And that loot lets you level up your character, improve your character's attacks. And, you get cooler stuff and better armor that has stats on it, but also your creature form, and you're getting new creature forms that you can put on, and the creatures get cool attacks. Each creature that you get the DNA for, you can level up. They don't have their own skill trees. You have a human skill tree, and you get stuff like poison spit, or there's a lot of elemental aspects to Coridden. So you can combine elements like you would in a Divinity Original Sin or Baldur's Gate 3. So, you can freeze something and shatter it, or you can combine something that'll start burning, and that kind of elemental complementary attacks, electrocute something, all that stuff. And I had a moment where when I was playing this game, and I didn't really know that was going to happen, and I looted a flaming spit thing, and I attached it to my monster for the first time. And I was like, oh yes, it is so rad to be able to transform into a monster and have cool things, and then swap them out on the fly. It's awesome. And this game has co-op. You play as a member of a family. There's 4 of them. They have different personality traits. You pick which one you want to play as. There's also character classes, but that aren't independent of the character you're playing. But you can hop on the back of somebody who's in their beast form. You can jump on their back and ride them. Co-ridden, co-op riding. I think it's co-ridden.
A new covert entry into the Mount Your Friends series.
That's right. So I can be riding around shooting arrows as somebody is attacking as a dinosaur looking cool monster. It's really hugely fun. I am super into this game. The world is interesting. It is a combination, as I said, of sort of dino reptilian creatures that are all very differently designed, but also it's kind of got a futuristic thing. So you're in a sword and shield and bow and arrow type world, but they also have crazy sci-fi tech. There's an AI character that talks to you throughout it. You get these gauntlets that let you steal the DNA. So there's high tech mixed with super low tech fantasy stuff, and it works. It works. This is a indie game, so some of the production value is not up to snuff with a AAA game. I think the voice acting is not great. I think some of the writing is a little bland, but the world is big and interesting. And, you know, you're going into cities and you can go to shops and buy and sell things. You're doing action RPG stuff and the world is cool. It looks really pretty. I think it's got this, kind of, bioluminescent stuff glows, like a kind of Avatar, Pandora look to it that is really, I think, very attractive. I was not expecting much with Coridden, got a code for it, checked it out. I think this game deserves way more attention. The combat is just really fun. And that central hook, that little loop of I'm shooting with my arrows, I'm slashing with my sword, I'm turning into a dinosaur, I'm spraying stuff out of my mouth, I'm whipping with my tail, I'm turning back into a human. That is really satisfying, never gets old. You get surrounded by enemies as you would in a Diablo. You're doing all kinds of cool stuff. And there's like little puzzles, not puzzles, but little, how do I get there? Stuff hidden around the environment that you have to kind of figure out how you're going to get to it. Lots of great stuff in this game. And I haven't heard anybody else talk about Coridden. I think it should be on more people's radar. Check this game out. Very cool.